1310 AM, 103.3, 107.9, KNOX FM, KNOXradio.com on the app. As I say, lots of ways to get us. I hope you all had a great weekend. Craig, it's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you get, they figured that you are the big guy. You were able to go ahead and do this solo, which I've known you for a while. And yes, a lot of people probably busy still after the holiday, too.
You know, it was actually a nice quiet one for me for a change, and I didn't really know what to do with myself, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
Well, you were telling me a little busy, still doing some work. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that are still catching up from that one windstorm. It left damage everywhere.
It sure did.
Yeah, so it's been a mess. Holy moly. Well, if you've got a question, sales, I do believe.
That's correct.
That is correct. So if you've got a question for Craig, 775-5559, he'll be able to help you out on this Tuesday, Rydell Car Talk, jumping right into it. So what are some of the sales that are going on right now while we're waiting for folks to go ahead and maybe chime in?
Well, first of all, we've got, we're a big, probably one of the biggest pickup dealers or truck dealers, whatever, which way people call them, but I prefer a pickup and a truck. But we have a $499 lease special still going on with $10,000, 10,000 miles a year with just your first payment down. That includes North Dakota tax and license. Minnesota is a little more because of the tax rate, but yeah, that's a wonderful deal. We've got a very limited selection of them. I think we started last month with I think roughly 30 of them, and we're down to, I'm going to say another 10 of them coming in and in stock. So that's one of them. And then we have our very famous Equinox, which is all new body style now, and that has really taken off. And it fits all walks of life, if you will, from the elderly that need the seat height, that's about fanny height, to the younger generation that really likes the sporty look. So that's a real popular vehicle, and we've got that special going right now with the same scenario, 10,000 miles a year, North Dakota tax and license, and that one is $399 a month, and just your first payment down.
There you go. Well, here we go. Some text to 775-5559. What was Craig's first car, and what is his dream car?
Oh, boy. My first car was a 1959 Rambler, four-door sedan. And I tell you, I was classic because it had, I don't know how to say this, but Ramblers way back then were known for the fold-down seats.
I know exactly.
Can you relate to that? But no,
for you young kids, let
as
your
a
imagination
16-year-old, I thought that was pretty cool. But what would I do with it? I didn't know at the time. But anyway, it was black. It was beautiful, and I got to drive for 6 months, and then I think my dad took it away from me for some odd reason. And my most favorite car, oh boy, I'm a 55 Chevy Nomad man.
Wow, yeah.
My dad had one way back when, and when I was a kid, and turquoise and white, and I'll never forget that car. And then today, one of the Rydell boys, I should say, has a 55 Nomad, and where it brought back memories, but it's a beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they're oh man.
And now it's how do you pick a favorite? I don't really know.
Oh, I know the new styles are actually it is amazing. I mean, you and I are the same age, and it's that we're kind of hung up a little bit on that older style, but the new vehicles are beautiful.
Yeah,
they're really gorgeous.
Yeah, and then the new ones, they all are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever make it is, it's just in my opinion, the best way to buy a car nowadays is who's going to take care of you the best and who's been around the longest.
There you go.
And you can say, pick me.
There you go.
But no, I've been around here for quite a few years, as we talked about earlier, and a lot of following and a lot of wonderful customers out there that I enjoy taking care of.
775-5559, you're on Rydell Car Talk. Go ahead, you're with Craig.
Oh, the topic of first cars is always a fun one. So I got my license and my first vehicle in 2016. I saved up to buy this 1981 Toyota pickup. It was white, kind of, white and rusty. It's a little single cab, little box, those little Toyota pickups, and 22R for the engine, 4-speed manual, and lock-in hubs. So during the winter, I would just leave those hubs locked in, and then the manual transfer case, if I think I'm going to get into a sticky situation, I'll shift it into four-wheel drive. And, if there wasn't too much snow on the ground, you could just hop right into an approach and drive into one of the fields and then just go off-roading through there in the snow and not even worry about getting stuck because the little thing was so light. That's just a fun memory of mine. Yeah. So, thanks for letting me call in.
All right. No, appreciate the call.
It's funny you say that. I've got one sitting in my trees. I know I could go jump in that thing, throw the battery in it, and that darn thing would start. And, it's all rusty and uglier than I am, but that thing still runs, and I'm sure my grandson will be the first one to take it out of the trees. But, you're right.
A text to 775-5559. Ask your guest if someone buys a used vehicle and you promise to fix things during the sale, but don't follow through. That's BS. That's a lie. So, you promise to fix things, you do fix them. Yeah.
I tell you what, I work for a company that is so reputable. Everything is in writing. I even like to take it a little further, and now with my guests for many, many years, word is as good as anything, but we still do put everything in writing, and we back everything we do. So our whole dealership survives around that.
Exactly.
Our sales department provides work for the service department. Service department provides business for the sales department, body shop. We're a very well-run machine.
Yeah.
We feed off each department, and it really makes it a wonderful business to work for.
Exactly. A text to 775-5559. After a lease comes back, does Rydell sell them or ship them out?
That's one of my favorite questions. And the reason why I say that is when you lease a car, you have three options. You can buy it, you can keep it, you can sell it. Actually, you can do whatever you want with it. And the option that we have is whatever benefits you as the guest. A lot of times we will intercept that vehicle and take it in as a trade-in because we have become a used car powerhouse. And I tell you what, the used cars we have on our lot, and we try just keep feeding that bowl of vehicles, if you will. And we'll try buy it, but you have the option as a guest to just turn it back in. If you run into a mileage issue earlier on in the lease, you can bring it in early, and we can get you out of the lease early. Lease is a very, to put it in a nutshell, we guarantee you the value of that vehicle at the end of the lease. And so then you have the option to decide which way you want to do it. If you're in love with the car, you keep it. If you want to sell it, you can sell it yourself, or if you want to trade it in, you can, or just let the lease company have it back.
There you go. Rydell Car Talk on a Tuesday. Craig Croker is in studio. If you've got a question, sales 775-5559, or if there's another question about something else, he knows to whom to address the question to, because he's one of the, shall we say, seasoned employees. So, that's what my kids call me when they want to go ahead and do that quiet little dig. Sure. So, what else is going on in today's world there?
Well, I tell you what, right now in the car business in general, it's a wonderful time to buy a car for the simple fact that towards the end of the year, and it's not just the end of the year, but now all the big incentives, with the closeout starting and all that stuff is the incentives are a little bigger. How do I want to put it? The incentives are bigger and the selection is the greatest. So as time goes on through the end of the year, the incentives stay big, but the inventory gets shrunk, okay? So then comes our used car inventory. And there we have such a beautiful inventory. We have over 100 and some pickups. SUVs, on the other hand, are as plentiful. I would say we're close to the same, and that's just on the lot. And then we have so many that are coming through the system, whether it's a body shop, reconditioning, or mechanical. So used car business is huge right now. The interest rates are coming down. We have almost 300 used cars available right now.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah. And the system continues to work as well as that.
Our system works so nice. It goes way back, and I got to give the credit to the Rydell family. They know how to sell cars, and they know how to take care of their customers, and that's a big part of it.
Mm-hmm. 775-5559. A texter says, about 10 years ago, I went in with a monthly lease payment of mine, no more than $3.25 a month. Sales manager came back and said, after running the numbers, he came back with $325.01. We got the deal done. 1 penny.
We got to cut it as close as we can sometimes, and sometimes people don't know that we make some
Sure.
we make some adjustments within that they don't know about, that we have to eat ourselves just to make it happen sometimes. But
Mm-hmm.
if someone comes to Rydell's to buy a car, they leave with their new car.
There you go.
Yeah.
A text to 775-5559. Is it easier to negotiate on new or used vehicles?
That's a very interesting situation. Rydell's is known, and I think we set the tone for probably the upper Midwest, if not nationwide, that we are a best price dealer.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is one of the big things is a lot of people don't like the negotiation process anymore. And if someone comes to me and says, "Well, Craig, I'd like a $2,000 better deal," so well, are you asking me or telling me that I'm trying to make $2,000 more on you than I normally could?
Mm-hmm.
That's not it.
Right.
And we come straight out front with our prices, our best price.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, one of the reasons is we sell darn good cars.
Mm-hmm.
Our cars go through a process, and we have a guarantee on our cars. We have what we call nice care.
Mm-hmm.
Nice care for the next year. We warrant the tires, belts, battery belts, hoses, wiper blades, even your light bulbs for a year.
Sure.
And because we know the cars are that nice when we sell them. So
Yeah, it's a high-quality product in, high-quality product out.
very much so.
Yeah. So you do what you can to, because not everybody can honestly afford a certain vehicle, but you work with them and get the best deal possible.
That's right.
Yeah. So 775-5559, no texts at the moment or calls. So what else is going on in the world of Rydell?
Well, today it's start of a new month. They they were very nice of them to give us Labor Day off, and normally we don't, because it's usually in the car business we like to take advantage of the holidays, and that's when everyone else has the day off. So it's good business for us. But again, I don't know how to say it, but I'm so grateful for the company I work for that allows us to have that freedom, and we get to enjoy it with our families. And now we start today, and I tell you, that first day out of the chute, you go from, we always say, 0 to 0, and today I feel like a 0, but that'll only last for a couple hours or so. But no, we'll just get her going now again and make September a wonderful month.
Sure. I mean, a company that takes care of the employees like that is one that definitely has the best of the community in mind as well, because that just is how it works.
Yeah, and speaking of community, coming up later in September, we have our big car show, and that is huge. And for what the Rydell organization does for the community, we choose the entity that we're going to donate the money to after the proceeds, and for who they donate the money to, and then they match it, is just phenomenal. And for what Rydell does for the community in that respect is absolutely wonderful.
Mm-hmm. A couple of texts now at 775-5559. Other than adding a trade-in value, why is there a difference in price for a vehicle when you purchase one, either trade-in or no trade?
The price is the same.
The price is the same.
The price is the same because we are a best price dealer, and I shouldn't say that. We do adjust our price one time, and this one is I always get a kick out of it, because the only ones that get a discount are our spouses. They get $350 off, so they must feel sorry for my wife or something. I don't know what that is, but that's really that's just it's just a nice little gesture that they do. And but yeah, the price is the same whether you have a trade or not. In fact, when it comes to the trade, the number we give you for your trade is the number we'll write you a check for. So it's a real number. There's no money games being played.
Sure. I mean, they live in the community, too, so they certainly do understand how that works. A texter would like to know, what's your favorite part about working at Rydell?
The people. People say, how long have you been in the car business? I say, I don't think I've ever been in the car business, but I've been in the people business, and that's where it's becoming a tough thing to retire, because I've got so many, all your guests become friends, and all of a sudden you walk away from a big family, and a whole bunch of friends is going to really be tough to do.
Well, We don't think about that today.
Yeah.
Another text at 775-5559. How do you get the most for your trade-in?
Well, the way you get the most for your trade-in is bring it, take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like anything else, if it needs tires, we're going to have to deduct because when we resell it, it's going to have new tires on it because of our nice care policy.
Mm-hmm. Do your PM.
It's just plain and simple. If it's a nice car, you're going to get the best money for it. Other than that, I don't really know how to answer that other than it is what it's worth, and we will pay top dollar for a nice car. You can never pay too much for a nice trade.
Mm-hmm. A couple of more texts to 775-5559. Have you ever thought of putting a 410 in his Toyota in the trees? A rocket ship.
Well, this must be a Sprint car customer because that's what my son drives, is a 410 Sprint car. And no, the 410 is not going to go in the Toyota car. My grandson probably would like that, but no, that's not going to happen. We've got 410s for a little different purpose, and we'll touch on that maybe another time. But, that's my other project is, I think we've touched on it before, is my son and I get involved in some, I shouldn't say just my son and I, my family does.
Mm-hmm.
Gets pretty involved in the 410 racing.
775-5559. You're on with Craig. Go ahead, caller.
Good afternoon, Craig. Say, I'm interested in buying a new Corvette. I bought a couple many years ago, and I was just wondering what the deals are on right now, what the price is, what MSRP is, and the warranties and so forth. And I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
All right. There you go. A vet.
Well, there you're trying me on for a good one there because right now Chevrolet, with the new Corvettes coming out and the different models, it's tough. GM has been a little stingy on them because they are on what we call an allocation basis. So first of all, what they do is it's supply and demand, and with supply and demand, it becomes an allocation situation. And right now, they're allocating all your Californias and Floridas and warmer climate states for the sports cars versus us way up north, and we have a 2-3 month at the most driving season. So we might get allocated one Corvette a year, and that makes it a little tough. There is a couple dealers that around, I think, that might get a few, but usually on a Corvette, I hate to say it, but the guys got to travel a little bit to find a Corvette right now, especially as hot as they are with their new models.
Our time always draws short. We've got some text to get to at 775-5559. Texter says, lease or buy new, which is best?
Boy, depends when you would ask me that question, but now I'm seeing it in various ways. When my boys were going to college, I leased both their cars because Dad was on a budget, and I couldn't have my boys call me from out of state and say, hey, Dad, the transmission went out. So when I'm leasing a car, I know exactly what my budget was for each car. I knew that's all I had to spend because these cars were under warranty. And now I'm finding out that even elderly people are leasing cars now too because, how do I want to put this? Say they get sick or something happens where they can't drive anymore. A lease company will, it's so clean cut and dried. The lease company will take the car back, and then there's no squabbling or anything about the car, who's getting the car or anything like that. So that's become a popular issue also. So there really isn't a good time or a bad time to lease a car. It's just a foolproof way of protecting your investment, I guess. Now I'm getting ready to retire. Well, I shouldn't say that. I take that back, everyone. I'm not getting ready to retire. but I want to have my cars paid for and maybe ride it out so I don't have any additional bills or anything like that. Granted, I might run into a maintenance problem or something like that, which is going to cost me money, but I'm going to have to take that chance at this time. So.
Let's do these kind of a little more rapid fire coming up so we can get them all in. Can you ask them about the Rydell Museum in the Old South Forks? Just curious why it doesn't have daily hours. Seems like it could be an attraction for the city.
It's going to be, and I think we're going to start that after a big car show. Eventually, I think there was talk, and they might correct me of this, but there's going to be a red light and a green light on in front of the building.
Oh.
I think eventually where it's going to be open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just there the other day, and I tell you what, it is a sight to be seen. It's
Awesome.
absolutely
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything is so clean. The showroom part is one thing, but you go in the back, and that's even as nice as the front. I mean, every tool is, I swear, every tool shined. If it's even sitting out on a bench, or every bench is clean, it's just a spotless. It's a well-run organization throughout the whole place. So.
This question's been asked before. Where do you get those delicious cookies when I'm changing my oil, getting an oil change?
Yeah, if you come on and get them. Now they started 3 different kinds. I don't know if Cadillac or whoever said you got to put in a variety, but now they have macadamia, chocolate chip, and M&M cookies. And I tell you what, you can leave the macadamia ones alone because I like them.
2020 Silverado 1500 with transmission shuttering and apparently needs a fluid change. Only has 60,000 on it. Could you explain that?
Yes, I can. It comes in. It needs a transmission flush and a filter flush, and that usually takes care of the shuttering.
Okay, there you go. Another text to 775-5559. How many of those delicious cookies does he guess he's eaten?
Well, I got to watch my diet. I don't want to gain too much weight, but no, that sometimes is my breakfast. And but believe it or not, they get, I don't want to say get old after a while, but you just the smell in the air satisfies a guy for once in a while too. So,
all right. Last one, we'll cut you loose. Or this is a nice statement. My dad worked there for decades until his feet gave out. That company was very good to the family. So That's the one thing. When you're on your feet a lot, you got to wear good shoes.
I tell you, I've got a monitor that tells me how many steps I take a day, and I average about between 4 and 5 miles a day.
Yeah,
just by the steps. And I broke both my feet in the car business. I wore them both out, and other than that, life's good. As long as you get your feet fixed, hell, go for it.
All right. So,
I don't know when I'll quit.
So hours. Let's do that right quick before I cut you loose.
Okay. My hours are store hours.
Store hours.
Store hours are, I'm going to go with 9 to 7. 9 to 6? I don't know. I'm there. I'm there 6 to 6.
Your hours are
9 to
as
6.
long as you've got to be there.
My hours are 6 to 6, I think.
Yeah. So as long as you've got to be there.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, there you go. Craig Croker, Rydell Cars Sales. Thank you very much for taking on this solo today, Craig.
Thank you so much, Mark. It's always a pleasure.
All right. We'll catch up with y'all next week. All right, very good.
Okay, thank you.
All right.